In our last video we made our first HTTP request, and we go to a URL called home, and we send the hello world text. We have two important HTTP requests, get and post. With get, you get something from the browser. Like we did here, we send hello world to the browser and we display it on that home location. You can find it here. With post, you can get data from a form. You can bring it here to the server and do something with it. Let's make a form here and send it to the browser. Form. Let's make it with two inputs, one for the username and one for the password. Input, we put a placeholder of username and auto complete off, and call it username, and one for password. Let's make it password of, let's make it of type password, and name password. God, I'm bad at typing. And the button to submit the form. Send data to server. Let's see. Oh yeah, alright. We need to close the app and run it again. Now we have a form with username, password, and send data to server. If we don't want to close the app and run again every time, we need to install an npm called Node.js. We will have it here. Yeah, and to set it, we will delete this and we'll say dev no daemon app.js. Now if we want to run the code, we can run it with node app.js like we did before, or we can use npm run dev. Dev is the name here, and every time we make a change to the server, we don't have to quit the application and do this again. We simply save it and it restarts automatically. If we say there data to server, it refresh automatically. Yeah. Let's put a method here, a get method, and an action to home form. Let's do it like this, home form. To show you how HTTP requests work, we will submit the form with the username and password, and we will try to get the data back. So we make a new HTTP request on the home form with a request and a response, and let's talk about request and response, what they are. request is something that you get from the browser, like if what we will get here, the username and the password, and the response is something that you send to the browser, like we send the form here. All we need to do is to check if the form bring us here. So we console log, we are in home, in get home form, and let's send something. Send res.send, we are in get. Let's check. We send data to the server and we are in get. And here we are in get home form. This is how you get a HTTP request. What's wrong with this is that you don't want the username and the password to be up here. If we put like 123 and 123, everybody will see this. This is the problem we get. So what we can do about it is the post method. app.post, let's say home form, request and response. We do the same thing, we console log that we are in post, home form, we are in post, home form, and the rest.send something, we are in post. And of course we have to say this is a post method, and we need a backslash here. We save it, we go here to localhost, home, we type 123 and 123, send, and we are in post, and here you can see we don't have the username and the password anymore. They are safe. So how we can get the username and the password? They will be saved in rec.body, so we just console log them. Let's see if it works. We type 123 123 again, send data, and undefined. Why is it undefined? Because we need something special to work with rec.body. This is the body parser npm. We install it, npm install body parser, and save it. We request it here, body parser is equal to require body parser. And to use it we need to specify that we want to use body parser. So we say app.use, not unsubscribe, what the fuck, body parser dot this extended true. Now let's see if you get the username and the password. I didn't change anything in here. Go to website, type 123 123, send data, and as you can see here is the username and the password. We can access the username by typing username equal to rec.body.username, and password is request.body.password. And if you console log them, plus one, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So let's see what happens if we use get instead of post. Let's comment this. And change the method on post and change the method on post. We still get the body username and body password. Let's see, 123 123. We get nothing, undefined, undefined. This is because only post can get the request.body. Also with post we can use the same location as the get. So we can change it on home and here and here. We need to have home. We are in post home. Let's see, 123 123. We are in post. Yeah, and we are in post home. We get the username and the password. If you want to go to the browser and connect to this page, like saying home, we will go to the get request, because every time you type something in the browser you will get a get request. If you want to see if a page have post request associated with get request, you can go on postman.com and install it. Maybe say postman download. Yeah, here you download the app, you open it, and you can make requests here. Let's say to make a request to home, we will get the form here. See here, post, username and password. Also we can make a post request, and we are in the post request. If we type something like home 123, we don't have home 123 on our localhost, we will get an error like this. Like if you type home 123, cannot get home 123. Yeah, cannot get home 123. So this is Postman. You can play with it and make different requests. So let's recap. Why you use post instead of get? Because with get you will see the username and the password in the URL, and with post you can access the body and use the data from the form in the server, like we did back here, the username and the password. In the next video I will talk about AGS, so stay tuned.